So, you want to quit bad habits. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some strategies that you can use to let go of bad habits and replace them with healthier ones. Everyone has bad habits, from playing video games to smoking. Just know that you're not alone in your struggles. A bad habit is a reoccurring action that interferes with your life and gets in the way of your goals. Some of the most common bad habits that a lot of people experience are video games, binge watching TV shows, unhealthy eating, smoking, and drinking. When you're on self-improvement, it's important that you can conquer these habits so you can progress in life and not lose essential progress. These habits are holding you back from achieving your goals and keeping you down here when you should really be up here, while also jeopardizing your health both mentally and physically. Once you overcome these bad habits, you'll begin to notice several benefits, such as improved health, you'll be more productive, and overall you'll be a lot happier. So we're going to do a quick call to action. I want you to pause this video and write down a minimum of 3 bad habits that are affecting you. This is important, so make sure you do this. Now I want you to think of one trigger for each of your habits that causes you to do them. For example, if you eat a lot of junk food, then why do you do that? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel calm? So on, so on. When you're switching out bad habits for good habits, it's important that you set clear and specific goals so you know exactly what you need to do. The best method that you can use for setting goals is called the SMART goal framework. Firstly, your goal needs to be specific. You need to clearly define your goal with specific details and actions. You must also be able to measure and track your goals to determine success. Your goal also has to be attainable. If it isn't realistic and within reach, then you're never going to quit your bad habits. Make sure your goal is relevant and aligns with your objective. And finally, you should set a deadline and make your goal time-bound. If you're following this framework, you'll be able to break bad habits with ease. Next up, it's important that you learn the habit loop so you can better understand what a habit is. A habit loop consists of a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue is the trigger which reminds your brain to do something. This then leads to the routine, which can be either physical, emotional, or mental. Then once the routine is finished, the reward is the thing that positively reinforces that behaviour. Keeping this habit loop in mind, you can use a method called habit stacking to easily build new healthy habits. So, for example, every day after eating your lunch, you could go for a run right after. So you're basically turning that thing that you do every day into a cue which reminds you to do that healthy habit, while also helping you to discard the unhealthy habits. I'd recommend buying a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. It explains all of this in a lot greater detail. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can buy one for fairly cheap. When building a new habit, you need to make sure you're doing it repetitively so that your brain and body get used to repeating it. Consistency is also important in ensuring that it becomes a long-lasting habit. Another way you can monitor your habits is by using a time chart. That's basically where you write down what you're doing in every hour of the day. I made a video about that a couple weeks ago if you want to learn about it in more detail. I understand that conquering bad habits can be challenging and you might deal with setbacks every now and then, especially if you've got friends trying to pull you back. But it's important that you stay on track and keep that motivation by getting perspective on your progress. You should celebrate small victories along the way, such as going your first day or your first week without doing a bad habit, and even reward yourself for doing so. Just make sure you're not rewarding yourself with the thing you're trying to quit. No cheat days. These rewards should align with your goals. So say you're trying to quit junk food, then you'd reward yourself with a really tasty healthy meal. Now, I want you to look back at the 3 bad habits that you wrote down at the start of this video and think of some methods that you can use to conquer them, such as setting goals using the SMART framework, while keeping in mind the habit loop and making use of habit stacking. Feel free to share your experiences or ask questions in the comments section, and I'll reply to each one of them. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and I hope you got some value out of it. Remember that self-improvement is a continuous journey and that small changes make a big difference over time. I'll see you next week.